Good morning, friend. How well are you taking care of your rental? What do I mean by that? Your rental is your body. It's one of my mentors talks about your rental. Her name is Angel Evans, and she talks about your rental because we are here temporarily in this body. It is a rental for the experience of our soul to walk through this earth and to be able to do all the wonderful things that we are here to do. So how well are you taking care of that rental? Right? I mean, we want to be able to do some amazing things, and if our body is not optimally taken care of and we aren't really feeling the vibrancy that we want to have, then we can't have the kinds of experiences that we want to have. I mean, there's so many things that we want to do, and if we wait till our body breaks down and doesn't support us, then we don't get to have the experience that we want to have in this life. And no matter where you are at physically with your body, you can always improve it. That is what is so amazing. In fact, I'm actually going to be headed to my gym here pretty soon, Fitness Quest 10. The owner and mentor, Todd Durkin, always talks about getting 1% better. I mean, just focus on that 1% to be able to make your body to do the things that will support you to live through your life. So, you know, of course we want our body to look good, but it's more important so that it functions well, as you know, so that we can do the things that we want to do. I mean, doing things like last week I went to yoga with Mary Lou, and that's also at my Fitness Quest. And, you know, I hadn't gone in a while. And you guys, I mean, I was pretty creaky. You know, I wasn't stretching on a regular basis like I had before, and I really started feeling it. And so doing the things that allow our body to move and be more fluid allows us to have a better experience of our life. So really look at how is it that you want to do, because I know that everyone has great intentions, but sometimes life can derail us in a lot of different ways. But we have to remember, live your life by design and not by default, that we actually have a choice of our experience of how we can do that. So this month I'm really focusing on our body, and because it's one of our vital environments of which really expresses how we experience life. So our body is super important to pay attention to. So as part of the body, you know, last week I was talking about the food aspect of it and some of the things that you could do to fuel yourself better. Today I'm going to talk about movement. What are you doing to move your body to allow you to have the most flexibility, to have the better experience of your life? And then next week I'm going to talk about rest, because it's just as important to restore and rest your body as it is to movement. So we're focusing today on the movement aspect of it. And, you know, I know we all have great intentions, you know, to move the body. But, you know, if we don't actually have a time set aside, if it's not in our schedule, if it's not something that we are making as a priority, life can happen. You know, you had something come up at work, or, you know, you had to put out the classic fires, or, you know, different things that will come up. Or if you wait till you get home, you know, after a long day of activity, then it's really challenging to then get up and go outside your home again to go somewhere like the gym. So what's really important is to find out, you know, what is it that you like to do and how you can incorporate more movement into your day so you can have that experience. So one of the things that I've done with my clients, and many of you know it and many of you have done it with me, is I like to incorporate what I call walk and talks. And so that is when I'm consulting with clients, or I'm masterminding, or I'm doing things where I need to discuss things with my clients, or even with my friends, we pick a location out in nature and we go for a walk and we brainstorm, and, you know, I mentor and consult with my clients, and I'm able to do this. And there's two things it helps. It helps both of us move our bodies and to get the exercise that we need to have. It also allows us to utilize our brain in a different way, because when we're in movement, we use different aspects of our brain and we actually come up with better solutions. Speaking of which, I actually have some brain nutrients that I've been using for the last 5 years that really help open up the receptors for me to allow myself to use my brain in a much deeper way. So if that either intrigues you or you'd like to hear more about that, just put in the comments below brain, and I'll get you that link and information to support you in that, because anything that we do that supports our body, our brain, our mindset, the things that really help us make better decisions, allow us to be more present, allow us to do the things that we want to do. Because here's the thing, you guys, this life is a short experience. Regardless of how many years, even if we live to 112, that's still a short amount of time to be able to move around through life. I just had a friend of mine pass last week who struggled with a lot of health issues in his experience here. And, it's really sad because, there's so many things that I know he wanted to do that he wished he would have treated his body a little bit better, would have made maybe some better choices. But at any time in our life, we can live our life fully. And, he made some shifts to live more fully there at the end. And, I applaud him for that. What are the things that you are doing to support your body so that you can do the things and be expressive and to do the things that you want to do? I mean, I remember a few years ago when Carrie and I went to Italy and we were there for a month. And if you guys have ever done, traveling, and there's so many things that you want to see, we were hiking like 2,000 steps every hour, it seemed like. We were going up, church stairs and looking at peaks and mountains and so many different things that we were doing. And if we hadn't prepared for that, if we hadn't taken care of our body, it would have been a lot more challenging in order to even be able to see the things that we wanted to see. So taking care of your body really allows you to have a fuller expression of your life and to do the things that you want to do. So our body needs to move. I mean, if it's kind of like, use it or lose it kind of thing. So you got to move your body to be able to really do the things that you want to do. So you got to ask yourself, what is it that you like to do? Because there's so many different ways you can move your body. You want to do it in ways that actually inspire you, that's fun, that actually encourages you to create the habits that allow you to do it on a regular basis. So as you guys know, I always tell you, do a brain dump, write down the things that really supports you. And so part of doing a brain dump around the kind of movements that you like to do, exercise, the things, dance, are you an indoor person? Do you like going to a gym? Is it a gym that inspires you? Are the people there that really encourage you to do the things that you want to do? Or do you like to just be out in nature? I like to do a combination. So I like to go on hikes. I like to, travel, and so I like to get out in nature and go walks in cities that I have that I'm going to to visit on. So really deciding like how it is that you want to experience your life in ways that you can have movement. Maybe you want to be part of a team, then you've got the structure of the team to be able to support you to do things. I start my couples retreat tomorrow. I'm super excited. So for those of you who are going to be there, can't wait to see you. But I'm incorporating movement in the retreat. How many times have you gone to a retreat or you've gone to a training and you're sitting in a chair all day? That doesn't support your body. It's not a great thing to do. So I've actually incorporated, some walk and talks and getting out in nature as a major focal point of the retreat so that everyone can take care of their rental and have the movement, also be able to look at their life in a different way, because part of the reason of having the retreat is to step outside of your life and to look at how you can do things different, to really be able to connect with other people and to really utilize movement as a way to think of things differently. So I really encourage you guys today to get outside, figure out how it is that you're going to do some movement today and work it into your schedule, because like everything else, it doesn't just happen. You have to create it. You have to design your life to support you in the things that you want to do. And, I get it that certain things can just pop up. And, if you want to have some of the resources that I utilize to move my body, then just put in the comment below, move. Right? And if you put in the comment below move, then I will definitely circle back around and give you some of the resources around that. So one of the things I do want to share with you is, even the best laid plans can sometimes have a kink in them. I was going to get up straight first thing this morning and head off to my gym before I did this. But I have to tell you guys, I had some pretty gnarly nightmares last night, and I was up, and it happens for me occasionally that I have that happen, and it throws me off my game. I feel a little bit off, and one of the things that I've done is I've built in extra time in my day to allow for when things aren't running as smoothly as I originally intended them. But I still have the design and the structure to be able to move within that. So I have time as soon as I'm done chatting with y'all to go over there and still do that, to not have it be taken off my plate, because it is a priority. That self-care aspect, it's important. It needs to happen. It needs to go in. So that's why you want to build in gaps in your schedule, so that if things, get off kilter or certain things happen, that you have the space to have the things that are important and to decide that those things are important. And moving your body is a vital aspect of your day, because you let too many of those days go by, that's when you start having experiences where, something starts feeling achy and things aren't really working as smoothly. You're not able to have the stamina to do the things that you want to do. So it's really important to look at how it is that you're taking care of that rental, really honoring your body and doing it for the purpose, for having the expression to live the life that you want to live. And so please share this. We all have great intentions to move our body, and we sometimes just forget and need to have that reminder. So, please share this. Please put in your comments below, what are your favorite movements that you do? What works for you? More importantly, what happens when you get off your game? How do you get back on? Do you have an accountability partner? Do you go somewhere that really supports you, like I do at my gym at Fitness Quest 10? Who is it and what do you do that really supports you and your body? So please share this with your family and friends so that they can have the reminder to take care of their rental, to really honor their body, to make movement a part of their daily habits, to really be the reason that supports them, not just for moving your body just to move it, but to do it to have your body be the expression that you want it to be for this ride in life that we are experiencing. So with that, as always, live your spa life. Bye for now.